Alright, match number 1 with Black-Green Threshold. We're on the draw, our opponent has mulliganed. We have a removal spell, a Stinkweed, and a Gurmag to cast once a Stinkweed is dredged back, so I think we're going to keep. Opponent scryed a card to the top, and it appears they are playing Bogles, so we need to look for a blocker like that Scavenger we just drew, and a Chainer's Edict as quickly as possible. Alright, there's a Rancor. Come on, Chainer's Edict off the top. Oh, never mind. Chainer's is not going to do it for us now. Alright, well, let's start the blocking. Next turn we can play Stinkweed Imp. And assuming they don't have First Strike or a way to get past the Stinkweed Imp, we might be able to slow down their attacks. Ledgewalker, okay. That can be blocked by Stinkweed Imp, correct? Yes, perfect. Another Scavenger. We're going to go with Stinkweed Imp, though. It's more mana efficient, and we can't play this deadweight yet anyway. Crufix's Insight. Okay, let's see how many enchantments they get from that. Alright. It looks like they got an Ethereal Armor and an Ancestral Mask is what they decided to go with. And now the Ethereal Armor is going to come down on this Slippery Boggle so that I can't block it profitably. And I'm going to have to worry about the Ancestral Mask. They're down to 1 card in hand, so there's that. So I could block just to save 4 life here by blocking with Moldgraph. I could block with Stinkweed so that I could dredge and be able to cast Gurmag, but Gurmag also can't block. Well, it can block it, just can't profitably block this. What am I going to do? I suppose I could block with Stinkweed, dredge it back, cast Stinkweed, play Vault of Whispers, and cast Angler. And then, assuming they had absolutely nothing, which I can't assume because I know they already put their Ancestral Mask in their hand, I could double block the Slippery Boggle. So since I do know that they have the Ancestral Mask in hand, which is +4/+4, and they're going to have a 11/9 first striking trampling creature next turn, which means I'm effectively dead. What do I need to draw? I don't think I have a way out of this. Looking at my deck list, I could chew through their creatures one at a time and eventually Chainer's Edict, which I luckily just drew. But that's going to take too long. I'll just do this, play a Scavenger, hope to have them trade off the Silhana somehow, and then draw another Chainer's Edict. But they're probably going to be smart enough to not trade off the Silhana if they don't have to. Sprawl. That's just going to make the Ancestral Mask that much larger. $16. And it's first striking, so my Death Touch doesn't do anything. If I could draw 2 Chainer's Edicts in the same turn, that'd be a good start. But I cannot. Alright, well, that's it for me. Out of the sideboard, we're going to grab our enchantment removal. Shrivel is also a good consideration since it hits their 1/1s without having to target them. And here's our targeted removal. And we'll just get rid of all of it. They do have non-hexproof creatures in the deck that we might want to bring this back in against, but I think for now we could start off with this and the chainers and be okay. And I'll submit like this. Alright, we get to play. We have one land, and we do have a Seal of Primordium, Werebears, and Chainers. So we have a bunch of very good cards, but we have to draw a green source soon. Should I be greedy? I think I'm going to be greedy and keep this hand. 2 Chainers is just very, very good. Plus a disenchant effect, so if I miss one land drop, this hand is actually still fine, so hopefully I'll draw a land within the first 2 turns. Oh well, we drew another Chainers. Come on, untap land. Hopefully they don't go wide here with a bunch of irrelevant creatures first. No, they did. Alright. Gonna be a while before I have enough green mana to use that vessel, so I'll discard that. Their draw is good, but it's not unbeatable yet. Okay, well, we need to land in the first 2 turns, and we didn't get it in the first 3, so I think we're going to lose now. Discarding Grizzly Salvage, because we need to only keep proactive cards in our hand, and I think that's game. Take 10 down to 3. Okay, well, at least we got through that one quickly. We do have some good sideboard cards and Chainer's Edict, which is pretty good against Hexproof, but all in all, we don't have a ton of stuff against this deck, so I think we aren't favored. And obviously, us keeping us a greedy hand and not getting rewarded doesn't help matters. So, on to the next match.